What the hell was that?
It's a slap in the face.
I mean, it was a collective failure, obviously. Justin Fields, bad. Eberflus, bad. Getsy, bad. Offensive line, bad. Defensive line, bad. Secondary, bad. Jordan Love, good. Packers, good. Bears, bad. Right? About sum it up. Everybody bad on our side. Everybody good on their side.
I think so, yeah. They had 35 pressures of the quarterback as a defense. Okay. The Bears had 6 as a defense.
All right. So we can get into the specifics of any and all of it. The big picture, the little picture, the micro, the macro. And again, I don't want anyone to say you're making excuses. Justin Fields could have been better, should have been better. I was disappointed in how he played. All right?
Okay.
Want that out there as a qualifier.
Yeah, I got a lot of Justin Fields thoughts, but I hear your qualifier. Okay. Right.
Did they coach the Justin Fields out of Justin Fields? By design, did the Chicago Bears go into a game in year 3 in his athletic prime before you've paid him, when you have Lamar Jackson in his prime, you have the best running quarterback in the NFL, and by intentional design, call one quarterback run, and it was a quarterback sneak on 4th and inches? Is that what I watched yesterday? 44 called passes, 37 pass attempts, 3 of them that traveled more than 10 air yards in the field, suggesting 7 tuck and runs and 1 designed quarterback run. Well, that was the plan?
Well, mixed into some of those pass play calls is his decision to check it down every single time, and that's not entirely on them.
Understood. But what was the best part of Justin Fields' game last year?
Oh, he's Lamar Jackson Jr., or maybe even better, whatever. But obviously Lamar can pass. They're trying to teach him to be a pocket passer.
But it's supposed to be additive. It's not supposed to be instead of. You're not supposed to take the thing that he's better at than everybody and take it away. You're supposed to add to it. 1 run, 1 called run. Why?
I think they thought that they could run it based on scheme and their new offensive line and their new weapons. And they thought that if they blocked up the screen passes with their new talent, that they could be a good functioning offense without utilizing him as a running weapon, because it's dangerous to have him as a running weapon.
Well, that's a dumb thought.
It's a really weird way to go into a very difficult year, is to have that part of it removed.
I understand wanting him to run less. I understand wanting him to throw more. I absolutely get it. I know he needs to progress as a passer and all of that. But you're not supposed, like, if last year was a 10 out of 10 for the running, you're not supposed to go to 0 out of 10? What the hell sense does it possibly make to never call a single QB power? A single designed run to get him onto the edge. How is that possible?
See, and the whole thing about the designed quarterback runs is that it should get him going and have him feel a sense of get a lather going, feel a sense of dominance and a sense of athleticism, and point to the first down and start feeling it.
We saw him on one of the tuck and runs early do the double first down gun, like boom, gotcha.
The other
Justin
thing,
Fields, and you're not.
The other thing is that if he's going one direction, the running back going the other direction, when he gets the ball, he'll be more open. That run game will be more open because of the threat of Justin keeping it. They're supposed to work together in that way, right?
Of course.
Yes.
And so we spent hundreds of hours since last season discussing Justin Fields taking the leap as a passer and reducing the running game, and him not wanting to. I hope I never run for 1,000 yards again, right?
Yeah.
We talked about it all offseason. I didn't think it'd go to 0.
Did this look?
And he still ran for 59 yards, but it was all on tuck and runs.
This looks more like what happened before the mini bye, when they pivoted to him as a running weapon and utilizing that to build an offense.
That's what
right?
I'm saying.
Yeah.
Did they forget about the mini bye?
They hoped that with an entire offseason and the addition of everything that they added, that he could be a pocket passer. That he could be that guy, and they're trying to do that. And it's a really difficult thing to ask a quarterback to learn on the NFL level.
But their offensive line blows. And none of it was working yesterday. So I got to wait till they play on Thursday Night Football again for them to remember to call a designed run to Justin Fields. It should already be in the game plan.
I know. Yeah, I hear you.
Okay, so that's the first part of
it. They don't trust him, Danny.
But
they don't trust him to be the pocket passer, the anticipatory thrower, and frankly, there's good reason not to on certain plays. There's the one play, Matt Bowen tweeted out a couple specifics, but the one where Darnell Mooney is just running a little sit route. He goes out there about 12 yards down, straight down the middle, turns around. It's a sit route. It's wide open, and there's a moment where Fields is supposed to see it, throw it. And yeah, there's a rush coming, but it's a little bit past him, and just see it, throw it. And he doesn't. He doesn't, because he's used to waiting that little extra bit, and that's always been in his DNA in college and everything like that. And this is why some people have been hesitant to use him and stuff. He just doesn't have that quick trigger decision to throw it sometimes. So they're afraid to let him be back there and making the decisions and going through his progressions. So they don't trust him, and they want him to just check it down, and they want to throw a million designed screens.
What was the point of trading the number one pick if you don't trust Justin Fields?
It's a really good question.
I feel like I'm taking crazy pills.
No, because here's the thing. Do you agree that they don't trust him? Does it look like they don't trust him?
I don't think they trust anything. I don't think they know what they're doing. I think Luke Getsy's out of his damn mind. I had a bunch of people saying, oh, you wanted Luke Getsy to be the head coach over Matt Eberflus. Yeah, I did. I didn't know he was an idiot. I wanted the Bears to hire an offensive coach. I wanted them to hire someone who knows offense.
They're going to pivot back to more designed runs. I bet.
Yeah, good. Good. They should have done it when it was 13-6. God, it was so stupid. I was like, throw the ball down the field. They throw the ball down the field. You know what happened when they threw the ball down the field? It was a touchdown to Darnell Mooney.
Yeah, that was a very nice throw.
Wide open.
I know, but how much of that is him choosing?
Okay, but so that's the next part of it.
Yeah.
That's the next part of it. Did they spend all offseason with a quarterback who's got a huge arm, who's got a touchdown to check down mentality, who's the best runner that the sport has seen arguably since Lamar Jackson and Mike Vick? He's in that mold. Mm-hmm. They spend the entire offseason and minicamp and OTAs and all of the training camp coaching the Justin Fields out of Justin Fields with the running game and the aggression. Listen, this was on a completed pass in the first quarter. This was Burkhardt complimenting Justin Fields, and it should have set off alarm bells across Chicagoland.
On second down, Fields. A lot of time. Herbert makes the catch, turns around, racing to the 45, and Herbert has what should be another first down. He will. You know, Justin Fields told us if the check down is there, unless there's a big seam, I'm going to take it. So far he has.
If the check down's there, I'm going to take it.
Okay, good. That's fine. Take your check down instead of running. But is it possible? Here's the theory. Is it possible that they spent all offseason, take the check down, take the check down, take the check down. There's a safety valve on every play. Take the check down, take the check down, take the check down. There's a release on every play. Take the check down. You don't need to run. There's a check down. There's a check down. There's a check down. That it made him gun shy on actually throwing the ball down the field? Because there are plays when DJ Moore is running open that play that we just played, and he takes a good completion to Herbert, but he would have gained 10 more yards easily if he just throws the ball to a wide open DJ Moore, who is on his side of the field, who's clearly a primary read on the play, who's the number one playmaker on the team, who only had 2 targets somehow. Is it possible that the Bears coaching staff, in an effort to get Justin Fields to take the check down and to run less, have broken him on some level where he now is looking for short passes and not willing to run and not willing to throw the ball down the field?
Okay, that's a key question. Is it possible that they have broken him?
And he needed fixing. It's not that to break him suggests that he was some sort of finished product, which he wasn't.
They're trying to teach him and mold him. If he sees that DJ Moore is wide open on that very same play on a deep out,
right,
and he chooses instead to check it down, despite what they've been trying to tell him and saying and putting in his head, He's supposed to, you're the freaking quarterback. You see the deep out, you throw it. He didn't see it. And
you think he didn't see it?
I think it.
I don't believe that.
I think it's on the table that he didn't see it. I think there's a scout in Brad Bigg's piece today in the 10 Thoughts column that says, I just don't believe that he sees the field, that Justin Fields sees the field. Doesn't believe that. We've heard it, whether it's Mike Martz last year saying he's just not an anticipatory passer. You try to compare him to Josh Allen. He goes, whoa. Josh Allen sees the field. He throws guys open. He looks all the way down the field. There are people who believe that Justin Fields doesn't see the field like a pocket quarterback in the NFL needs to see it. And I think they don't trust that he does that. So they're trying to teach him, and they're trying to fix him, and it's not going to happen in one off season. It might happen a little bit later in the year, but that yesterday was not a quarterback who's great at seeing what's open and throwing it. And yes, they have coached some aggression out of him because they're afraid he's going to run too much and get hurt, and they're afraid he's going to throw it down the field and get intercepted.
I would take the interceptions if it came with the touchdowns. I want to know what we have. You traded the number 1 pick. What is the point of being conservative with a terrible defense when you're not winning a Super Bowl and the whole exercise is figuring out if you have the quarterback or not? Justin Fields said that the game plan was for the lateral passes. That was by design. I think what happened yesterday was an overcorrection. I think they overcorrected. I think they were scared. I think they're scared of Fields. I think they're scared of turnovers. I think they're scared of the blocking. And I think that they coached the running out of him, and they coached the lateral passing game into him, and they coached the checkdowns into him, and Justin Fields got gun shy. I think there was an overcorrection yesterday, and they need to figure it out fast.